thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan.
Well, folks, hello everybody, folks, and a good evening to you all, folks, and welcome back aboard here, folks, once again, folks, then to Real Football. My name is Tom, and I'll bring you the watch along today, folks, everybody, on this very hot Tuesday night for Arsenal take on PSG live in the UEFA Champions League semi-finals, everybody. First leg. So if you do watching on the replay, please do make sure that you are leaving a like on the stream, hit that subscribe button if you are new, and thank you very much indeed, folks. Everybody's joy is here today, and the kickoff for this one is coming your way at 8 o'clock. Hope we're all doing well then. Yes, kickoff 8 o'clock. Arsenal against Paris Saint-Germain. Again, people. Again, so soon. So soon. Yes, I was supposed to be going to the ground. I had lots of intention to do it, but obviously, I did everything I could to get a ticket, but obviously, of course, I ended up losing a little bit in the process of trying to get to this match. In the end, I've had to accept defeat. But I'm here for you guys for this first leg. We're going to watch them both. This one is live on Amazon Prime Video. We'll also have tomorrow's, I think, as well, live on the channel. I think we'll do the Barcelona intergame. Live on the channel as well. So we do have bets live and in play. Declan Rice to be an anytime goal scorer, 50p for £4.13. That one is a price boost. We've also got a little bet builder in play, 50p for £2 and 5p for Arsenal to win tonight, over 1.5 goals, over 6.5 corners. And Martinelli to have at least one shot on target in this game. So yeah, £2, 5p maximum returns on today's slips are £6 and 18p. From £1 and 20p, and then we've also got a little bit of an Accra insurance. I did only have £1.20 on me today. I didn't fancy going to the cash machine, so I've put a 20p Accra insurance in, and I've completely just gone random tonight because there's not many matches going on this Tuesday night. But Arsenal, Burton, Solihull Moors, Newell's, Old Boys, and Malmo to all win. I will check that Malmo result in a moment, actually. But let's get Prime Video loaded and ready to go. Fraser. And Flicks, welcome into you both. How are you both doing? Good to see you in here, and welcome aboard. So yes, I'm in the Arsenal shirt. I'm good. I'm not on the ground, to be fair. I did look at myself in the mirror today, thinking, "Oh God, are you really not getting on the train today?" Yeah, sadly. So yeah, that'll probably be it for me this season then. No, not in terms of attending matches. Try to attend this one. I don't see the point in wasting my money on a Premier League match. So that is it until next season. I will say that. We'll be here though, right the way through to the end of the season, of course, including the playoffs, all the UEFA finals, and all that exciting, juicy stuff. But yeah, in terms of this season, it is over. Yeah, I am quite bad at these overlays. Yeah, they make them too big. It's Lewis Skelly's name. It's Lewis Skelly. He's the problem, mate. Yeah, if Lewis Skelly wanted a lineup, I'd be shrunk immediately. Look at that. Look at it. See, I've already edited the overlay once. Big up to Arsenal fan 1234 in the house. Come on, you Gunners, tonight. Let's get the job done. Let's get to that final because our season is over. Yeah, well done to Liverpool for Sunday. I'm just going to say it as it is. Yeah, I won't lie to you about it yesterday. I wasn't planning on doing a stream, but I was mourning yesterday. I wouldn't say I hate them, with all due respect. But yeah, I get the point. Shit. What do we think of shit? Tottenham. Although we did actually put Liverpool into that chant. I can't remember when it was. I think it might have been Wednesday. Actually, we did put Liverpool into that chant. The joys. But no, this is it. Do or die here. I can't afford it, mate. I can't afford it, lad. I'm struggling. To honest money wise, I've been struggling all season. I'm not gonna lie to you about it. Yeah, even though I've been going into all these matches, all across the season, and even though you've seen a lot, I've been struggling for money. I just don't show it. Sometimes I am going through tough times. I have to pull a straight face. That is the fact and reality of being a YouTuber, people. Sometimes you are struggling, but for your fans and for the fact that you've got a channel to take care of, you just got to pull a straight face and get through it. So, yeah. Right, let's go over to UEFA.com where we can find our team news and match information. Arsenal against Paris Saint-Germain. Come on, you Gunners, here we go. So yeah, I mean, I've got a new phone to buy, new cameras, new everything, mate. Yeah, but I won't lie to you. I'm trying to get a ticket to this match. I've lost quite a lot of money. Just gonna say it as it is. I'm not gonna disclose anything more than that, but yeah. And don't forget, people, I'm still unemployed. Now, obviously, when I do get employment, you know, that may mean differences. You probably will recognise that, you know, content might be reduced a little bit, whether that be because of shift patterns or whatever, really. You know, work themed or tiredness. When I do get a job, the content may be reduced. And I'm just saying that as it is, you know what I mean? Like, at some point, I am going to have to get a job, you know, because quite frankly, when you are, you know, paying for all your food and your buses and all that lot, £700 ain't that lot, ain't that much to live on. My benefits. So yeah, I'm actually searching for a job, and yeah, once I'm able to accumulate enough funds, yeah, absolutely, the camera will be bought, a new laptop will be bought, or a new PC, new phone, and one day I might be a Luke Lynx. You never know. Not quite. Well, probably. Well, I'd like to think I'd be more exclusive than Luke Lynx. That's all right. Is this the real League Gunner or the fake League Gunner? Because we had a fake League Gunner ever so recently. But pray for PSG. Yeah, we are praying for PSG. Yeah, it's the fake League Gunner. It is the fake one. But there you go. Right, let's get Prime going, by the way, as well. We need to get Prime going. I haven't had Prime on. I'll end up skimming through all the coverage later on YouTube. So what that pays, mate. So what that pays, lad. I need money. And I'm not hiding that. What, World War II? I've been educated about it. Thing of the past. Don't really care now. I mean, I do care, but not. I don't think about it. You know, I don't sit there every day thinking, oh God, World War II, World War II. I don't, you know what I mean. In that sense, I don't care about it. But of course, you know, well, you know, I do. You know, and you know, I'm grateful. You know. Right, Riot in goal for us. The back four today: Yuri Timber, William Saliba, Jakub Kivior, and Marta Skelly. The midfielders are free of Marino, Rice, and Odegaard. Yes, that is because Partey got himself suspended for this first leg. What an umpty. He did get a yellow card at the Bernabeu, meaning he's not available due to suspension for this match. North London forever, whatever the weather, these streets are our own, and my heart will leave you never. My blood will forever Run through the storm. Nice and early then, North London Forever. I gotta hear it. I gotta sing it. I just don't get to be there. Right, continuing with the lineup. Saka, Trossard and Martinelli lead the front three. Not a bad lineup, but I am obviously wanting Gabriel Magalhaes there. And of course, Partey, as you can see, suspended. In fact, I'm on the wrong tab. Do apologise for that. Yeah, as you can see there, Partey suspended, which is a shame. Hazard's here, yeah, spamming PSG. Clown Club, we call them, mate. Clown Club Chelsea. Clown Club Chelsea. Right, PSG, Gianluigi Donnarumma in goal. A back four of Marquinhos, Hakimi, Pacha, and Nuno Mendes plays behind a midfield three of Fabian Ruiz, Vitinha, and João Neves. The front three is Kavicha, Kvaratskhelia, Ousmane Dembele, and Desire Doué. And on the bench for them is Safanov, Tenas, Kimpembe, Gonzalo Ramos, Lee, Hernandez, Mayulu, Bradley Barcola, Zaire Emery, Lucas Beraldo, and Mbaye. No wins of PSG in the last. Well, there's been how many meetings has there been? 3 meetings there's been between us, 2 draws and 1 win for the Gunners. We've scored 5 goals against them. They've scored 3 against us, so we do have the better record. Hopefully, we can continue that tonight. The Arsenal Stadium, otherwise known as the Emirates Stadium, which is what we call it, is where we're playing tonight in London. I'm a little bit annoyed about that as well, really, when you consider that that's the second time we have to play a second leg away from home. 18 degrees, yes, nice and warm. We're going for a bit of a heat wave right now, a small one. It's a clear night. The pitch is exit humidity at 44% with wind speeds of 15 kilometers an hour. And the refereeing team is Slavko Vincic from Slovenia. Tomasz Klashnik and Andras Kovacic are the 2 assistants. The 4 officials is Matej Juk from Slovenia also, I think. Alan Borosak is the VAR, and then from the Netherlands, it is Dennis Higler, who is the VAR assistant. Right, come on, you Gunners. It's the first leg, but I don't care. Give it everything. Don't fuck it up. Get the job done. And let us give ourselves another sumptuous Champions League lead. And I can't believe that I am saying this in a motivational form, but this is not Real Madrid, people. And I am honestly worried about the fact that right now in a game against PSG, I am saying that this is not Real Madrid. But it is factually correct in the fact that this is nowhere near Real Madrid, clearly. We got ourselves 3-0 up. We went to the Bernabeu. We won 2-1. We got the job done. And because of what PSG have done to English sides, such as Liverpool, Man City, and all the rest, I honestly don't know what's going to happen here tonight. But I know we've beaten them before this season. It's a different stage of the competition, and we in the Premier League have been very poor. We had another it was another shocking result tonight on Wednesday against Palace. Tonight we've got to stand up tall and be at our best. We have to really be serious in this competition. We cannot. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Exactly. Obviously they've got Kavicha, Kvaratskhelia now. They're strong. They were in both legs against. Yes, I'm aware. They beat. Was it Lyon? Yeah, it was Lyon. But what I do want to talk about is the fact that Liverpool went to the Parc des Princes and they won, even though they probably shouldn't have. Liverpool were extremely poor. over 2 legs because, yeah. Oh, hang on a minute. We're having a silence for Pope Francis. I've got to do it, people, because I would have been in the ground tonight if things had gone right. So the Emirates fell in silence there to respect the now fallen Pope Francis. Of course, one of the leaders, I think, in the Vatican City, whose passing was announced quite recently. I know, mate, but I was a fool. All right, so let it be. We go again next season now. I'm probably not going to attend a match until next season, or pre-season at least. Right, like I said, absolutely just give it everything now. Don't throw this away. Don't do anything stupid. Let's get a result here tonight. Let's really set ourselves up for next Wednesday, for a week tomorrow, because it's been such a miserable season for us. And I had a bit of a rant, and I feel as though in the Premier League, yeah, I am going to get a bit ranty, because, quite frankly, that's where the problems have been mainly. I'm also going to get ranty about the fact that, the way we went out in the Carabao Cup, but if we're going to win anything this season, it's this competition. To change our history as well, should we get through here tonight, really. And obviously, if we do win this competition for the first time in our history, it's our season saved. And it also unlocks the door to another trophy and another trophy, because obviously, we'll get to play in the Super Cup against the Europa League winners, So that'll be another chance for a cup or a trophy. And then, obviously, of course, I think the season afterwards, we'll get to play in the Club World Cup. So we've got to take this seriously. There is nothing left for us to fight for in the Premier League. The confirmation happened on Sunday because Spurs were quite simply shit. But we've been shit in the Premier League this season. This is our last chance. And before this season, have never taken a European competition more seriously, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Over the past seasons, have always wanted to win the Premier League. But this season, we've been progressing and progressing and progressing in Europe. We've been doing the right things, and we've gotten to this stage. But everywhere else, we've fell and we've been shit. I mean, we were so poor, really, against Man United in the FA Cup. I was there for 120 minutes was a penalty shootout. And we did not do enough to win that match within 90 minutes, not within 120 minutes either, even against the 10-man Man United side. And the penalty shootout was so poor from us as well. We didn't deserve to get through. And that was a really upsetting day. The Carabao Cup, it was a good journey. We got to the semi-final stage, but we lost 2-0 at the Emirates. And then again, we lost 2-0 at St James's Park. We got beaten 4-0 aggregate. It was embarrassing. It was a disgrace. And in the Premier League, well, we've been inconsistent. We've not been good enough all season. But here in the Champions League, we've only really lost to Inter Milan. And I feel as though now it's the time to do business, because we have just pulled Real Madrid's pants down. Quite literally, we've just pulled Real Madrid's pants down and knocked them out of the Champions League. So, if that isn't enough of a motive to go and take this competition seriously and try and win it, I don't know what is. But the fact of the matter is, we absolutely... Oh, no, Dembele scored. Shit. Three minutes. That's not a good start. Oh, it's a great finish. It goes in off the post as well. Absolutely shit. Well, if we're going to take this competition seriously, we need to get back on our feet. We need to respond right now. There's no way that we go through losing by whatever margin, by a 1-goal margin. It doesn't matter to me. If we are not leading or level going into the Parc des Princes, we are out. And that is it. Because for me, do I see us going to the Parc des Princes recovering a deficit? None. And I was just as well as that goal went in talking about how he pulled Real Madrid's pants down. Well, these guys want to pull our pants down, and that can't happen. Otherwise, we are out. Otherwise, we are out. Evening, Kate Jonathan. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. How are you doing? Welcome into you. There's still time. There's still plenty of time, but that is not a good start. That is not a good look. It was a goal you don't want to concede either. Timbers won it back. Referee's flagging. I think they're going to give a foul, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Yeah, it's working all right for me, mate. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's a weird old feeling, this, because, you know, obviously we're behind. We haven't started well. We're up against a side who have knocked down every English side but us. But this is off the back of knocking down Real Madrid. But maybe it's a case of that, oh dear, do I? Dembele, yeah, runs through to Raya. I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, I'll be doing that Brighton Newcastle game on Sunday. Big game for Newcastle, that one. Yep, we'll be live for it. But it is. Maybe Real Madrid is our level. Honestly, maybe. I mean, that's quite funny to say, obviously, because Real Madrid are the best team in the world. But maybe, just maybe, Now, Real Madrid is our level, and that's it. Here's Martinelli. Come on, then. It was a deflected cross. It's a corner. Yeah, it's a huge game for Spurs against Bodo Glimt. Yeah, no. I'm not sure yet. I might take a look at Barca against Inter tomorrow, to be honest with you. I still want me a day off, so one of Wednesday or Thursday we won't be here. Because we're live on Friday, of course, as well. We've got that Man City Wolves game, I think. I think it's Man City Wolves, isn't it? Friday night. Marino. Oh, is he going to drop a Saka? No. I mean, we're competing, we're getting forward, but Real Madrid look so dangerous. It's a different PSG side to the one that we faced back in the early stages of the competition. I'm seeing that. It's a very different PSG. A PSG who, in fact, only just qualified, I think, as well. For this knockout stage, through those playoffs. But a PSG side who's come out of those playoffs stronger. After one poor league phase. Right, I think I'm going out of play. Yeah, well, one thing I will say to you, Raya, is maybe you should leave that to go out of play because, quite frankly, that was going out. And if you had touched the ball over the line, unnecessary corner conceded. Odegaard's lost that. What are you doing, mate? Caught on the ball by Vitinha. What's 12 minutes gone? It's 1-0. It's not a pleasing start. Not a position that I want to be in. Already watching my team having to climb a mountain. It's not a very big one, but it's a problem. And what does that for me even more is that we're able to stay so defensively strong against an Mbappe, a Rodrigo, and a Vinny Jr. But against a Kvaratskhelia, a Doué, and a Dembele, we look all over the place. But if they get a second, then we might be fucked. I don't want it to get to that point where, oh no, well, I don't want it to get a bit like Bayern, where it's completely level aggregate into the first leg, in the first leg. We get a draw, and then we go for the away leg in the second leg, and we aren't able to cope and we lose. However, considering I've seen these players on that pitch for my club go into the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu, get through 90 minutes and win, I expect a lot more than what I'm seeing right now. Because in that, I mean, that Bernabeu match, you guys all know that I was here saying I would happily take a 1-0 or a 2-0 defeat or a 0-0 draw just so we could get through. You know what I mean? Just that's what I was saying. I was just saying keep that 3-goal lead intact. However, we went there and we beat them. I didn't predict that. I didn't see that coming. But now, because we've gone to that stadium and we've beaten them, that's a whole new bar set. And if we fall down like flops here against PSG, because I most certainly don't recall the last. I mean, it might have been Liverpool, but I don't recall many Premier League teams going to that stadium and winning. I don't know the last time that an English side beat PSG, beat Real Madrid 5-1 on aggregate, let alone any side. So that bar is set high. You're probably right. You're probably right. I mean, the Conference League is a farmers' league for Chelsea. They are farming it. Although they did lose at home to Legia Warsaw, but aggregate-wise, they were okay. The interesting thing will be is that Liverpool were away in the first leg. Liverpool won completely against the odds in the run of the match. But then they lost at home at Anfield. And they lost on penalties as well. So the interesting thing is going to be here, because obviously we're the complete reverse of that. Is, well, we're at home for the first leg. Here's Kavicha Kvaratskhelia. Please just, oh, he's got through. Been pulled down. I don't think it's a pen. And the interesting thing will be with us is if we can keep this to, well, hopefully we can get somewhere and we can turn it around. But let's say we do lose here. Will it pan out in our favour where, you know, we win the second leg away, 1-0, and we eventually get through it on pens? I'm asking a lot of questions about this. You know what I mean? It's very tough to predict what's going to happen against a side like PSG, who have surprised everybody, I think, this season in the Champions League. But when you're a team who've just gone and knocked Real Madrid out, what exactly do you think? How do you predict? Because you've beaten the best of the best on the planet. But then you might come along, but then you're going to come along and you're going to face perhaps a lower echelon of opponent, but who are this season stronger than anybody at the minute. So yeah, we're going to let the match roll, but believe you me, I want us to get back into this. I don't want to just see a defeat here. I don't want to see a draw. That's actually ridiculous, you know. Prime is $8.99 a month. Why are people using PPV or WTF? It's the cheapest way to watch the football, this Prime. And you use the streaming site for it. Wow. Like, that says a lot, doesn't it, if people aren't willing to pay for Prime, do you know what I mean? For $8.99 a month, or $5.99 for video only. use Prime. I would expect you pay for Prime as well, really. I would expect most UK viewers here to be paying for Prime and, you know, watching it the right way. But I suppose it is a discretional thing, and yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. Most families have a Prime subscription within it. You know what I mean? At least one family member will have a Prime subscription. Right, come on. Let's try and get a goal back here. Well, get an equaliser. Forget a goal back. No, sorry, just get an equaliser. Get level. Saka, good movement. Drops from Marino, Odegaard. Cross is hung, and third chance, he's given a free kick. Oh. Really? I mean, unless you're outside the UK, why are you not watching it on Prime? I'm not going to have the debate with people, though, man. If people want to just evade $8.99 a month to watch, okay, yeah, one football match every Tuesday. I mean, I'll just pay it. But suppose it varies by person to person. Here's Saka. Go on, B. Of course, it's not bad. You know, challenge for it. Martinelli. Go on, Gabby. To the byline. Trossard. We'll find it a lot more difficult to break down these, aren't we? It's a good tackle by Skelly, and that's going to be a free kick. He was pulled back. Yeah, he does well, Skelly. He does really well. Steps back in front of Hakimi. Nicks the ball, and then, yeah, he doesn't get a tug back, actually, but he gets a barge in the back of him from a Hakimi who's trying to tug back at him to get that ball. Good work from you, youth. It's up to the user, yeah. But my immediate guidance would be just pay the $8.99. It's cheap as chips. And every Tuesday you get to watch a football match. And a lot of people who don't like really, who aren't really interested in football, actually have Prime as well. That's the even weirder thing. But then the people who do like the football don't pay for the Prime. It's almost as if people are are allergic to paying football fees. Kivior's flick on. Yeah, no, it was just straight to the goalkeeper. You just wonder if that Rice magic's going to happen again. Do you know what I mean? Free kicks. Saka, go on, B. Tackle, it's a free kick. It's a throw-in, sorry. Come on. Let's get a first half equaliser. We're about 25 minutes in. I wish I could say it's 0-0, but it's 1-0. To the French opponent. And, of course, it is a situation in this competition that we're not really used to. Martinelli offside there. Because we spent over 120 minutes playing football against the best team in the world. And we did not go behind once. We only conceded 1 goal, and that was in the second leg. And really, it was one we could have not conceded. We were there, a YouTube channel or something. I do watch the Channel 5 thing, 22 Kids, when that comes on. That interests me. I like that type of program. Like, yeah, programs like that. Just, yeah. I ain't interested so much in topping up my knowledge, you know what I mean? Like documentaries about history. Yes, 1% Club I do as well, before anybody asks, yes. Intellectual wise, yeah. I do watch 1% Club. Trossard, straight at. Barely stings the gloves of Donnarumma. Oh, Chelsea. Of course you're going to recommend them then. Of course you're going to recommend them, Chelsea fans. Yeah. I probably have seen the 3 halls. Has the lad got glasses? I might know who you're about. Yeah, I know who you're about. Yeah. So the father and the son's got glasses. And then they've got the daughter who hasn't. Yeah, yeah, I know it. Yeah. I've seen them before. I have seen them before. Yes, they are Chelsea fans. Yeah, they're all right. Yes, I think I do. Taker's kit. Let me just make sure because I do forget names. You know, I should. Yeah, I'm thinking of the right. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I think he's in the Birmingham City Academy. Yeah. Taker's kid. Yeah. Dembele. Oh, don't. Deflected through. Oh God, it's fell directly to Doué. Good save by Rio. Parries into a dangerous area. Still have Ruiz. He's hit the post. Oh God, we're on the lines here, mate. Here's Kavichi Kvaratskhelia. Oh, going back well, Martinelli. Come on. Oh, lose the ball straight away. Correct. Yeah, correct. Nope, it is illegal. You've got to pay for your football. Yeah. Although I do agree that people should be restricted on watching football. Well, this is pretty depressing. 1-0 down, not able to really break through. Same here, yeah. Sky, TNT, and Prime, yeah. And obviously, and the free-to-air channels, of course. If it's not accessible to me via those, you know what I mean, then I either don't watch, or you know, if it's not on telly anywhere in the UK, then I'll use a streaming site. But I don't. Well, I don't dodge the subscription fee. Got a free kick. It's not really Declan Rice territory, is it? It's a bit too wide. Looks to be early guard our unique captain, who's going to take the free kick. In the first half, where we haven't really been able to come to life. Doesn't be the first man. We're struggling here. Oh, mistake, and Kibby. Oh, and it's Marino's gone tumbling over. Let's have a look. Goes through the back of him. Should be at least a corner. Of course. So we're going to restart with our throwing here. No penalty. Yeah. He won the ball. Saka. Go on, B. Am I right? Saka, not a bad one, but straight at the keeper again. It's lacking that kind of. Well, I haven't got that nervousness. Because you guys all know that both legs, I was a very, very nervous and on the edge man for the games against Real Madrid, but we did so well. I just don't feel that way this time, you know. I think the goal coming so early for them has kind of killed that. Saka good. And oh, he was on the stretch for it. Oh, nearly. Nearly. So free kick. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Yeah, we haven't come close. We've really struggled to break down the defence, but we have looked wobbly when they've been coming forward. And there's no lying about that. We've seen the quality of Dembele. Marino, oh, chance. Oh. We're beginning to knock on the door. We had a good 10 minutes. Some chances, some corners, some free kicks. There's that one again. Marino puts it into Trossard's path. Can't really get a valuable shot away, let's say. Into Saka by Timber. Our ball, come on, yes. We're looking a little bit brighter, but we have to start being able to find the back of the net. Because today is about making it as easy as possible for us at the Parc des Princes. And we had well, we all know it. We had a magic first leg against Real Madrid. Of course we did. We were absolutely brilliant in the first leg. We won 3-0. And we went to the Bernabeu with such a strong lead. And the performance of the Bernabeu as well to even though we had that lead, go and win. And Saka should have been booked for kicking the ball away. Come on. Yeah, Saka. He's only really touching Mendes. Mendes actually kicks out. He's kicked the ball away. Oh, good work, Marino back there. Yeah, Dembele right on top of him. Shielded it well. Are we going to get forward this time? No, Kvaratskhelia just picked the ball off Timber. He got back well. Brilliant. And surely he's won a foul there. He looked like he pushed by Hakimi. Come on, ref. And a yellow card for him. I don't think the refs performed well. Dembele, one ball back by Marino. Odegaard. Marino, foul by Marquinhos. Yes. Most certainly inconsistencies. with the referee. Skelly. Oh, excellent. Martinelli's in. Martinelli, will he score? Oh, no. It's still loose. Trossard couldn't. Oh, man. What a ball for Martinelli. Feeding him through. He should score. From Donnarumma. It's a great save. But he parries it into the dangerous area, and the clearance falls into an into an open area. And it misses Trossard, and Marino and Saka can't get there. Well, that's it. It's most certainly. Here's what I'm going to say to you. It's a difficult one for me to depict because it was wobbly. It was a wobbly one. It was a very, very wobbly start. You know, we started extremely wobbly, and we got punished quickly by Dembele. The first 20-25 minutes, I was thinking, oh dear, we are finished. But we've come back into it. However, we've still not really been able to break down that PSG defence, and I am worried, and I'm concerned. But we have to get back into this. We need to try and get a 2-1 win here. You know, whatever we can do, we need to do to try and give ourselves the best chance in second leg at the Parc des Princes. We have to try our best here to get to the final, because if we don't win this competition or at least get to the final, it's a terrible season. There is no way that we can turn our Premier League season, our domestic season, into a good season now. The only way to make this season as a whole a good season is by winning this competition. And for me, it was a very bad start to the game from us, a poor first 25 minutes. And even though we were a lot better generating more chances and getting more into the game for the second half of the first half, we've got a lot of work to do here. We're still 1-0 down. So half time, it's PSG 1-0 up. Correct. However, when it comes to it, there could be repercussions. You know, police interventions. You know, police crackdowns. I mean, the police are not going to knock on your door for using streaming services for a game that's not on telly. It just ain't going to happen. However, if you are because I mean, on the railway, if you do not buy a ticket, you are fare evading, you are committing an offence, and you are practically stealing travel by not paying. So it's sort of the same thing as that, really, because you are accessing the content without paying your ticket. So in my book, unless you've got a situation where there are no tickets to be sold to watch that match, such as a subscription like a TNT or a Sky, then okay, use the streaming sites, you know, because that is your only way of accessing it. However, if a Premier Sports or a Sky Sports or a TNT Sports or whatever are showing the match, then quite simply you need to pay the subscription fee, because just like traveling on the railway or traveling on the bus, that you need to, you know, that subscription fee is your ticket to watch the match or your ticket to travel. You need a ticket to travel on the train or the bus or a boat or a plane, or you need a subscription ticket to watch the football. unless, of course, it's not on telly in the UK, or it's on free-to-air TV such as ITV, Channel 4, or the BBC. But, of course, you know, you have to have a TV license as well. On Twitter? Really? So who have we got then tonight on the Prime panel? We've got Wayne Rooney. We've got Daniel Sturridge. We've got Theo Walcott. We've got Gabby Logan. Yeah. I'm not the one losing money. Do you know what I mean? And I've got to be honest with you, it's straight. In my book, Prime showing the football is a steal in itself. But the fact of the matter is even though this is exclusive content for Amazon, right? But hang on a minute. If you've got a Prime subscription, which don't forget you pay for to have your packages delivered and all that, and all the Prime services, still on your Prime Video, you can get the football included with that. You don't have to pay, extra. You don't have to buy it. Maybe for the Nations League, I think you do, £2.49. But for the Champions League and the club football that the Prime have got, you don't have to pay for it. So I think it's... Well, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to go on about it really, mate. But I do think Prime are offering a steal in terms of the football, because you pay a Prime subscription for your daily life, really. Your TV things. Whatever you want to watch on TV. Your favorite programs, whatever. Your packages, your whatever. And in that subscription, you get your football included. You don't have to pay extra for that. You don't have to pay a different tier of Prime to access the football. It's just there. If you pay for Prime, for whatever reason, the football is also included in that. So for me, for people to be in the UK and not paying the Prime fee to enjoy football, which is an absolute steal, and included in a subscription, which allows you to access many free services, such as exclusive delivery, 1-day delivery, same-day delivery, and then you've got all the programs that are free to watch on Prime. But it's people's choice at the end of the day, Hazza. So yeah, that's my opinion on it. I pay for it. There we go. I'm just listening to the Prime pundits right now. Wayne Rooney is making a good point here. Switch Odegaard from Marino. Put Marino. Sorry, no. Switch maybe. Yeah, because this formation, right, that I can see on my screen right now. I know you guys can't see it, but I'm looking at it right now, and I might be looking a bit like a tactician here. But this formation is not right, because I can tell that midfield three is a diamond. It's not just a straight line. It's a diamond because you've got Marino and you've got Rice alongside each other, and then you've got Ødegaard at the front. Now, because Marino's shown good qualities, can't speak here. Because Marino's been so good up front recently, one of the big things to change would be maybe just moving Ødegaard, who is shit by the way at the minute, back into defensive midfield. Yeah, helping out Rice, who, let's face it, is doing the majority of that work, and then push Marino into more of an attacking position. So then Marino can be more free. Because Marino, we know, can do defensive midfield, but he's a lot better as an attacker, and he's shown that to us. You know, we have to fix this dilemma of not having Partey. And obviously the other option is if he's there, Jorginho, no he isn't, bring him on, but he's not there. We've got to fix this. You know, we can't just sit here and lose 1-0 at home. If this finishes 1-0 to PSG, that is a huge, huge dilemma. And I'm trying to be as reasonable as possible to try and, you know, get us through to this final. Do you know what I mean? But we really are missing Partey, I think, there. Because our sublime forward, you know, our makeshift striker, is having to play midfield again. And I know midfield is his natural role, but he's come to Arsenal, and when called upon to be a striker, has shown player when he's up front. So for the second leg, okay, we probably will have Partey back. But in this first leg, right now we're 1 goal down. And that can't stay the same. So we need to fix that dilemma in this match so that in the second half, we can fix the dilemma scoreline and get it to a scoreline that puts us in the advantage. It's quite simple. You need to pay for that, do you? I think it does work in Ireland, you know. I can't be sure, but I don't know. I mean, look, the only real thing I know about UK broadcasting is that for games that are on ITV, if you're in England or Wales, yeah, it's on ITV1 or ITVX. But if you're in Scotland, it's STV or the STV player. That's the only real kind of broadcasting separation that I'm aware of. Obviously, you've got that Premier Sports that works in Ireland and shows, you know, the 3 p.m. games there, you know, because I've had 2 Everton games on there as well. But anyway, back to the football. Let's stop talking about broadcasters because I'm sick of that. No, seriously, there is a dilemma, and that's Marino being in midfield. Partey is not there; he is suspended. He can't play. If he was able to play, if he was allowed to play, he would be able to. He is fit, but he's got himself suspended. So that's the problem. Marino, he still managed to get forward. However, he's filling in for Partey because Jorginho is not there. Ødegaard is useless. So a really tactical change that Arteta could do is push Ødegaard into that position where Rice would where Partey would sit next to Rice, which Marino is currently in. And then push Marino into that 8 slot, where basically, you know, he's sort of a false 9, even though obviously he's got that front 3 in front of him. But that's the best you're going to get. Unless you push Trossard into that 8 position, the false 9, or the 8. and you put Marino back up into that striker position. It's a really tough one. It's a really tough one for me to depict because, yeah, Marino normally goes up front, doesn't he? Because, it was, the front three was either Martinelli, Trossard, Havertz. Do you know what I mean? But Havertz is not there. Saka is back. Great. But Havertz is not. And Partey is not there, meaning that the person who is filling in for Havertz up front has to fill in for Partey as well. It's a really tough one. It's a really tough one, but we have to get through this. Yeah? Come on, you Gunners. Come on. Yeah? Let's not fall down flat on our faces and give ourselves a tougher task than what it's going to be at the Parc des Princes. I mean, with this football club, with this team, anything can happen because we've shown that at the Bernabeu. However, tonight, we absolutely need to try our best at our home to, get ourselves back into this and put ourselves in a good position in the tie. Let's not be sat there climbing up a mountain at the Parc des Princes. Let's try and make it as easy as we can. Yeah, because we knew that the Bernabeu, well, we know the Bernabeu is a very scary place. Even with a 3-0 lead. However, we had that 3-0 lead. We went there, we protected it, and we extended it. Now, the game has not panned out the way we wanted it to. The game has not panned out the same way Real Madrid has in the first leg. We've gone 1-0 down early. PSG are proving a really tough opponent this time around for us. We have to fix that dilemma. We have to get over it. We have to get around it. Because I'll keep repeating myself. Yeah? We made it easy going to the Bernabeu. We were 3 goals up and we had a lead to protect. Now, trust me when I say it's going to be a lot more difficult going to the Parc des Princes if we are behind. So that is why I'm saying to you people right now that we need to get back into this now. Yeah, we need to lead. We need to look. It's a weird thing for me to say, but look at them as if they're Real Madrid. Look at them as if they're Real Madrid. Every single player out there, just look at those blue shirts and pretend they're grey or white. Pretend they're Real Madrid. Oh, it's in! Marino has got us level. Come on! When it comes from a free kick again, it's Marino scoring in a Champions League match again. And the man who's had to cover in midfield for Partey, but likes to be a makeshift striker, has managed to head us level. And he just gets higher than Saliba and Pacho. And he glances it in. It's a great start to the second half. And I was just saying, we cannot fall down flat on our faces. And do you know what I said as well when that free kick was taken? Look at them as if they're Real Madrid. Pretend those blue shirts are grey or white. And the VAR checking it. But yeah, that's exactly what I said before that free kick was taken. Yeah, I said, that's what I said. I said, look at them as if they're grey or look at those blue shirts and pretend they're grey or white. Because back here at the Emirates Stadium a couple of weeks ago, those shirts were grey. And we battered them 3-0. And I believe here, if we go in with that same mentality now, we might be able to actually get ourselves a lead. And I tell you right now, we are not going to get a 3-goal lead in this first leg. It's not going to happen. But a lead going into the Parc des Princes, even a slender one, is something to value and protect. I really hope this stands, by the way. It's an offside goal check here. I'll be good if it doesn't stand. Be a huge blow to us as well, because this PSG side is a lot more difficult to break down than Real Madrid. And I think that's been, well, I mean, we've seen it. It's nothing new. You know, we've seen it with Liverpool. We've seen it with Villa. Oh, it's been ruled out. Oh, he's just offside. Well, if that's the only time we're going to put the ball in the back of the net tonight, then I don't feel as though we're going to get into the back of the net many more times tonight. It's not Real Madrid. And well, quite frankly, I mean, if you said to me right now, you've knocked out Real Madrid now, but if you want, you can play him again. Of course, I'd say that. And to be fair, I'm not even gonna. I would have liked to play Real Madrid at this stage. I like it. It is not right that we are sat here right now. It's not like it is not right now, Flicks, that many Arsenal fans are sat here right now thinking, well, hang on a minute, we've got to be careful because this is not Real Madrid. Like, am I glitching? Oh shit! Yeah, that's the problem with technology, isn't it? Anyways, where doesn't seem right, does it? However, we've got an animal in front of us who, yes, we've beaten 2-0, you know, in the league phase, but they've become different. We've bigged out, and you know, we've already dealt with and faced world football's biggest animal, Real Madrid. Oh, God, how bad am I glitching? Like, genuinely. If you support Newport County, mate, yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I am glitching. You are right. I can see it. I am glitching. Give it about 5 minutes. See if it fixes itself. If not, then I'll push a button and see if it can sort itself out. Yeah, it's so weird, actually, man. The me being the analyst today is obviously not a position that I was expecting to be in, because I wanted to beat the game. But I'm here. I'm with analysts on TV. And I'm trying to be an analyst of how we can get through this PSG side. Like, I don't think people understand. What? I've lost my words now. No, I've lost my words now. What do I think people don't understand? Hakimi, yeah, good word by right. I'll tell you what I will say. I don't think that there's many fans in football, at least in this chat anyway, that would be sat in a position right now where the team's in a Champions League semi-final on the back of knocking out Real Madrid, and you actually are more worried about another team than Real Madrid. Trossard, bearing down on goal. It was so close. That's the thing, though. We didn't think, well, obviously, throughout this competition, we, as you would expect, most fans in football would think Real Madrid are the biggest animal. But they're not. And when you've just dealt with the biggest animal, supposedly, you come to learn that a team you've faced before this season is a lot bigger of an animal than what they were. That's the position I'm in right now. It's a very weird position to be in. Because I think most people, when you get Real Madrid to face, you're thinking, right, this is the biggest animal we can face in this competition in football. But the way this game's panning out and the way that PSG have been in the knockout phases, yeah, it's a very, very weird situation. It's not, you would think, wouldn't you? If you've knocked out Real Madrid and you've beaten them twice, that is the biggest animal dealt with. And I think it will hurt quite a lot if we get knocked out by PSG, because in this competition, we felt like Real Madrid were the biggest animal, and indeed they are in world football. They've won this competition 15 times. They are a monster club, and we've dealt with that biggest monster. But there is an underdog big monster, PSG. I was just saying that, Dragon, mate. It feels very, very strange because, like I said, Real Madrid are the biggest monster. They are the biggest monster. And after you've dealt with them, you would think, right, okay, surely this is going to be the hardest it gets. Doesn't feel that way right now. And it will be quite defeating as well, because, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, we made Real Madrid definitely not look like a monster. You know what I mean? We made them look like, well, just not a monster. But they are a monster. And they're always going to be, unless somebody overtakes their record. I don't know at this point, man. But we've found it very, very difficult against this PSG side, and it's a side who have changed. We faced them early in the season, and we beat them comfortably 2-0, and we thought, right, easy peasy. Now, after knocking down the biggest monster, we've come back to face him in a semi-final, and they're a whole lot different. That's good defending against Hakimi. Well, and the even bigger question is as well, we've coped with the Bernabeu. You know what I mean? We survived a remontada. We survived one of the probably most scary stadiums for any away team in the world. But you look back and you think, right, okay, well, whatever happens here, what's going to happen when we go to the Parc des Princes? Because you would think that after getting through the Bernabeu and being victorious, as you know, on the night as well as being on aggregate, that we can do anything. I'm unsure of what to expect. Liverpool won there, yes. Unexpectedly, must I say. Villa didn't. But what will Arsenal do? Yeah, well, you were knocked out by this team. And so too were Aston Villa. And the team that we beat to get to this stage knocked out Manchester City. But the team we've got in front of us right now have beaten Manchester City. They've beaten every English side in this competition. Except for us. It's very weird. It's very, very strange. And like I say, if we don't get past this semi-final, and we do go out, which I really don't want to happen, then I will have to ask serious questions. Because it doesn't feel right that we aren't able to progress to the final when, quite frankly, we've gone to the most scary stadium in the competition, probably in Europe at least. We've won and knocked out the holders. And then to go out on such a low note against an underdog PSG side who quite literally have underdogs. Really. Not so good at the minute. Well, I just don't want to... Well, I mean, like I've just said, you would think, wouldn't you? You know what I mean? That a team that wins the Bernabeu should really get to the final. But then you've got an underdog like PSG. And we are struggling. No, you don't. And PSG have made that apparent. Because we beat them in a very comfortable fashion at home in the league phase. But now look, 65 minutes gone, and we're struggling. We're a goal back. And at this point, I'm going to have to subject myself to a 1-1, aren't I, really? I think, honestly, I'm getting to that point where I'm thinking, right, I'll just have to accept 1-1 maybe. You know what I mean? I definitely want us to equalise. I have no doubt about that, but it's weird. I think I'm going to do Barca Inter tomorrow as well. Yeah. Yeah, it is. At the minute, it's quite defeating, though. Because like I've just said, we have been to the Bernabeu. We have beaten the holders in their own backyard. We've beaten them 5-1 on aggregate. But that's the key thing. Winning on the night at the Bernabeu and being in this position now, it doesn't bode well with me. I don't think so, mate, to be honest with you. Like, my mind might be playing tricks on me. Yeah, I don't know. My mind might be playing tricks on me right now, but personally, my brain is now starting to think, well, hang on a minute. Is the Bernabeu not the most difficult place in football to go? Is it the Parc des Princes? Because I'm getting that in my head right now. We've gone to the Bernabeu, we've done it. But are we going to be able to go to the Parc des Princes and do it? I'm not sure. And I don't know. But because we've won, because we've actually won the match, the 90 minutes at the Bernabeu, it sets such a high bar. Doesn't seem that way right now. But I feel as though, yeah, we'll lose to... Well, if we get to the final, it will be Barcelona, and we will lose. Like, Barcelona will defeat us. I am very adamant on that. I do not care what we do to Real Madrid. We will never beat Barcelona in our history. Arsenal will never beat Barcelona. Ever. Arsenal, I promise you, in my lifetime, I will never see Arsenal beat Barcelona. Anywhere. I don't want extra time and pens, mate. If I want it to go the same as the Real Madrid. If we're gonna win, we're gonna win in 90 minutes. Do you know what I mean? If we're gonna win, we are gonna win. You know what I mean? By aggregate, or in the 90 minutes of the burner. We're gonna, you know, I do not want to see us go to extra time. I do not want us to go to a penalty shootout. Won't happen. I told you. I'm telling you this, and I am going to put money on this. I won't see us beat Barcelona now last time. Guaranteed. I don't see us ever beating Barcelona. Personally, I just don't see it. Well, we can't even beat PSG right now. This is what I mean. It doesn't make sense. We have knocked down and crushed Real Madrid, the best team in the world. But here right now, 20 minutes to go, we're still 1-0 down since the 3rd minute. We haven't really been able to respond to PSG. I just don't know at this point, man. I don't know. I don't feel like we would be. I honestly feel like we get panned by Barca. If our level is Real Madrid, then we get panned. Because, oh, hang on a minute. Barca panned them at the Bernabeu 4-0. And don't forget, right now, we ain't even... You know, we're still behind against PSG. And to be honest with you, I'm not seeing a lot of urgency. I mean, right now, it's probably going to be a Barca PSG final. If we can't do the business against PSG here at the Emirates, what reason do I have to believe? What reason do I have to believe that we can go to the Parc des Princes and do the business if we can't do it here at home? Early goal clipped in, or straight down Donnarumma's throat. I bet you this finishes 1-0, you know. I bet you this finishes 1-0. I don't really care, mate. Yeah, and let's not forget. We ain't scoring. I don't see us scoring. I've watched us for 70 minutes since the goal, and we haven't scored. What reason do I have to believe we're going to score now? And you played away in the first leg. You played at home in the second leg. It's one of the differences. And by the way, yes, I do think it's unfair, by the way. Before you even say anything to me, yes, I think it's unfair that we right now are at home again in the first leg. Because against Real Madrid, we were at home in the first leg. We were away for the second leg. But again, we're away in the second leg. Why? Like, that is not fair. Yeah, it's a discrepancy, and I did mention it when I saw it, and I don't like it. I mean, why are we at home first again? Why are we not getting the opportunity in a semi-final to have the second leg at our stadium? I don't get that. I mean, yet again, we are going to have to go to a second leg away from home, but it was different circumstances. We were 3-0 up in one of the most scary stadiums in Europe, in the world. This time, we're going to be 1-0 down, going okay, just across the English Channel to France. They better well be, because yeah, we have been, well, unfairly treated here. If our quarter-final first leg is at home, and we get through to the semi-final, our semi-final second leg should be at home. And you guys will remember that Real Madrid match at home, right? Here at the Emirates. Those Rice free kicks are the magic. Where's the magic here? We're just met with a blue wall of bodies, and Saka's done well. The flag's up. Oh, and Donnarumma turned it around. It's demotivating, this. And it makes me wish that Real Madrid didn't happen in the quarterfinals. For as much as it was a great time against Real Madrid, I wish that didn't happen in the quarterfinals, and I wish that we played PSG then. Because it's a story of knocking down the biggest monster, but then falling to quite simply not so much of a monster, but one that's... Oh, it's lifted over. I thought it was going to be a second goal then. Yeah. Trossard's done well. Marino. I'm going to say it right now. We're out. I think we're out. Personally, I think we're out. I've not seen enough tonight. No, I think we're out. I think we're out. I'm saying it now. 79 minutes on the clock. First leg, we're out. If we cannot do the business at home, we cannot do it away. And do you think we would have won at the Bernabeu if, we didn't have a 3-0 lead already? Do you really believe that? Because I don't. Nah, we're out. I'm sorry, but we're out. I think we're out. Kvaratskhelia. I'm sorry, but I think we're out. I don't. We've had a shit season. I mean, for Christ's sake, we've drawn to Brentford. I don't even want to get me started. I could just the amount of teams we've drawn to this season. I just don't. I don't believe. I had a lot of high hopes tonight, but we've been 1-0 down since the 3rd minute, and we haven't done enough. We haven't been able to break them down. There's 10 minutes left. We probably ain't going to win. Probably ain't going to score. And like I said at the start of the stream, if we ain't leading, or at least level, going into that second leg, we're out. Well, we ain't leading, and we ain't level. We're out. I do not believe that we are able to overturn a 1-0 deficit in a second leg when we're away from home. I don't believe in a remontada. Because it's like it's like what happened. It's like what the Madrid fans would say. Well, I don't know if the Madrid fans would say, but I don't care. If Madrid weren't able to remontada us, how should we be able to remontada them? You know, PSG in their own backyard. I don't see a remontada happening with us. Do you? And John Champion on comms was just asked, have we been poor or PSG been good? I'm going to answer that question, John. We've been poor. Yeah, I don't believe in the remontada. If Real Madrid couldn't remontada us, what makes me believe that I could? What makes me believe that we could remontada these lot in their own backyard? I don't believe in the remontada. The remontada didn't happen to us, so why should we be able to do remontada? Benny Blanco's coming on for last what? 7.5 minutes. I mean, the majority of the fans have stayed in. How many of them believe that we're going to remontada PSG second leg? Barcola, he's just dragged it wide. Oh, it's a let off. It's a let off. have a look at the other scores, eh? Because this is done. Malmo did win. Lovely. Well, what about Burton? Let's see what Burton are up to. Burton Albion. Burton drew. Accra Insurance is gone. We ain't winning. There you go. Oh, Ramos. So he's clashed the bar. So now we're under threat of conceding a second goal. And if we do go 2-0 down, yeah, we are definitely out. And I already believe we're out. At 1-0, I believe we're out. And I don't want to hear anybody tell me, well, surely it's easier for you to remontada, come back, than it is for Real Madrid against you. I don't give two shits whether we're 3-0 down, 4-0 down, 6-0 down. I don't believe we can come back because we haven't done the business at home. Unless we get a level now, we're out. You can put me through 90 minutes next Wednesday. And you can put me through 120 minutes next Wednesday. But if we ain't at least level with PSG going into that ground, we're out. I'll tell you something, I didn't actually believe we'd score a goal tonight anyway. My prediction was 0-0 here, 1-0 in the second leg. So unless we get it 1-1, maybe 1-0 again. Free kick for us then, Rice over it. Rice, oh, it's a poor one as well. Goes straight across. Leads to nothing. Leads to nothing. This has been a shit show. From the third minute, it's been a shit show. Dembele scoring early is nothing that we wanted. We didn't even want to be at home in the first leg. Well, Declan Rice's free kicks aren't so lucky, are they? I'm going to go to Lou. I'll be back in a second. Because Because I can tell you right now, we ain't scoring. This game's got nothing left in it. Well done, PSG. Feels over. We've been shit all game. Haven't been able to respond to PSG. What a load of shit. You're able to absolutely blitz Real Madrid in the first leg, 3-0. And you're able to win at the Bernabeu. But then you fall flat on your faces against a team you've already beat this season in the same ground. Well, thanks for that. It's been a shit show. Unbelievable. Honestly, Kvaratskhelia, Kvaratskhelia, Ousmane Dembele, Desiree Doué is the front three of PSG. And they've hurt us more than Kylian Mbappe, Rodrigo and Vinny Jr. Make it make sense. I can't wait for second leg. I've got high hopes. Here's Ethan Nwaneri. No, not shit game, just shit show, mate. Yeah, I'm not having no excuses that PSG have been playing good. We've been shit. We've been shit in the competition we're supposed to be performing in. The competition which was supposed to be taken seriously to win a trophy. Well, you brought the levels to Real Madrid, but what have you done here against PSG? What? End this season now, please. Just end it. Nwaneri, Martinelli. What a terrible effort. There's Calafiori, there's Havertz, there they all are. Unable to play. Sat there waiting for the full-time whistle, and so am I. I've seen enough. Rice, Ben White. Ethan, last couple of minutes here. I'm really not hopeful. Tackle by Rice. 8-1 tackle, that's good. Back to Declan Rice. Martinelli. Back off Hakimi, be a throw-in. Last minute. In fact, it's a corner. Corners. Could we? Probably not. You never know. Here we go. Alright, so whistle's gone. And Donnarumma's stricken. Who have we got next? Who have we got next? Let's have a look. Bournemouth. Oh, that'll be a shit game as well. We're out. That was shit. And we are out. Folks, I have nothing more to say. We're out. We're out. That was shit. And they know it was. No excuses. No excuses. I want this season over. Because that was shit. Final score, Arsenal 0, PSG 1. We were shit. We deserved that. We're out of the Champions League. Another trophy this season. I'll see you all either tomorrow or Thursday. But for our sake, Bournemouth next.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.